every level up going forward that you decide those spells. And I'll rather revert it if Jeff ever comes back. But I haven't heard anything from him for like ages, so I'm assuming not.
I keep trying to bait him into coming back every time I talk to him.
Like be in mind that you have to decide on that as a group, and try to think of what benefits you as a whole. Manis.
Yes.
At a level 6, once you finish Wallaki, you will get an ability score improvement. So you will either get +2 to your stats or a feat, depending on what you want. So you might look into whether you take the 2 stat points or you take the feat.
You take defeat?
No, I'm saying he decides that.
No, I mean defeat.
Defeat. Yeah, it was a wordplay. I'm not sure if I take defeat. I think I take the points. I might need. I think the optimal play is to have your main stat at 20.
It actually doesn't matter to fighters because you. Your next one is at level 8, I think. Yeah.
Next feat.
Yeah, no, your next ability score.
Oh.
Fighters get extra ability scores, so they get easier. You get like 2, 3 extra ones, so you can end up with like way more stats.
Oh,
so
I
it's
see.
Up to you.
Okay.
But yes, getting 20 in a stat is good.
Especially if it's your main stat.
Yeah, I'm just saying that you'll also get one at level 8, so be mindful of that. So that takes care of the basic things. Any
this
questions?
is not something that we need to decide on the spot. We still have time until we finish all of this, right?
I mean, currently, things are not going well in Lucky, so nothing's over yet. Questions before we start?
No, not really.
Okay. We find ourselves where we left off. There.
How many vampires did we kill last time?
All of them.
The blues. No, we don't know the fate of the 2 that went to the right.
No. I asked how many we killed. That's all.
4 out of 6.
Okay.
None. The correct answer to it is we killed 4 vampire spawns. None of them was an actual vampire. We have yet to encounter that.
Okay, you're starting all technical with me, vampire spawns and that. Okay, 4. That's what I wanted to. Thank you.
You killed 4 pale fuckers. That's a bit cranky. Let's say it like that.
Yeah.
Can you describe the situation we are at? Like, is everything burning around ourselves? Are there screams coming from the other end of town, from anywhere? Okay.
That's kind of what's behind you at the moment.
Okay.
Oh, I still think we need to go to the other side and like search for the other 2 vampires spawns. Nice.
I'm down for vampire slaying.
You're running back into the fiery smoke streets?
What's the situation on the main street? Is it passable? Is it like safe to traverse?
In the area you are, it's hot and smoky.
Just the way I like it.
Okay, to rephrase this though, that means that the fire that began here has now spread. Which means if it's hot and smoky for you there, probably is not better further along.
Yeah, that makes sense.
any people around us that are screaming for help?
I mean, hear a lot of noise. You would have to specifically roll a perception check if you want to try to like get details.
Yes, I'd like to. Lucian, do you want to give me a hand? Guidance thingy?
Yes. No, I will assist you.
Okay. Shit, I need to roll twice.
I mean, the crackling of fire is quite overwhelming, as well as the faraway wolf howls. You do hear voices mentioning everything from finding water buckets to like people screaming to not go outside because of the monsters, stuff like that.
Do we still hear the monsters outside, or is it too loud? The fires.
With that perception check, you realize that you are the monster outside.
Okay.
Yeah, fair
Well,
point.
the fair point is that yes, Strad said that no one should leave town, and that probably we're gonna get torn apart outside. So what do we do, guys?
We don't leave town.
But okay, can we use some survival check to like find the safe passage toward the other end of town?
No, but you can roll constitution checks to see if you can start pushing forward.
Just saving throws
I
or
no no no. I strongly advised against this.
I
I know where
mean,
this is leading.
I mean, Manis has practical real life experience about what happens
oh
when
yeah.
there's a blazing inferno going on and toxic fume starts going everywhere. If
Co-
you're talking about going to the other side of the city in a burning town, then yeah, you're going to have to run constitution saving throws to first see if you get poisoned by the toxic fumes, and then if you can actually stay conscious.
Yeah, it's a good chance someone faints and dies. So let's not do that.
I
Do
mean,
we then run to the furthest away from the fire exit of town?
Yuan, please indulge me. How does this look like? Less Constitution saving throw plan of going.
hard for you to say. Like in terms of, like I'll be honest and say that the fires are mainly spreading up the buildings and like
Through the more
out.
crowded
Yeah, crowded
places. Yeah,
areas and more
that's why I
like.
was thinking cutting
But
out through the north.
like I'm not saying the fires are like spreading inside, like inside the buildings. It's like coating the buildings, but you are still very much unable to really see past the smoke and the fire and the
I turned to
literal
Radar
chaos.
and I asked him, "Aren't you a mage? Can't you like bring the rain or something?"
Uh, sure.
I'm a mage, not a shaman.
He starts, hey, yo, hey, yo, and he starts jumping and dancing, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, hey, yo, hey, yo.
I look
Looks
at
at you
him
for a
confused.
long time, deadpan. Seems not.
God damn it! Was worth a try. So yeah,
Yeah,
if
I'd like to ask Radar uh, if Kuro up in the sky can see the other two vampires.
Okay, sure, he'll get the cat to fly. Trying to think how high a cat would have to fly. To be honest, I'm shit at vantage points, so let's just say the cat flies up suitably at uh, do you bear in mind that Radar is functionally blind when this is going on? since he's looking through the familiar's eyes.
We're gonna watch for him. No worries.
Quick, give me a charcoal. I want to draw some mustaches.
Do you realize that he has his sense of feeling, so he'll feel that? So make a sleight of hand check to see if you can.
I was just joking.
Just getting up the stat sheets. Okay. What exactly was he looking for?
Vampires or vampire spawns, or
That was
that
the
kind
question, yes.
All right. He would see one.
And then I'm gonna ask him if he sees a safer way for us to get there, not to go through the fire.
Oh, no, it's coming straight towards you.
Oh, the vampire spawn?
No, he said vampire or vampire spawn.
Fair point. I think that's Strad.
Or not.
Well, if he's coming straight for us, we should brace.
Okay. We brace.
Like, get ready for combat.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Can I find somewhere to hide?
Sure. Roll for hiding.
What?
Stealth.
Stealth.
Like literally. All right.
Do I still have advantage from Lucian?
No.
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 Okay.
Your place of hiding is behind Manus. Lucian is not standing next to Manus at the moment, so you don't have the advantage of Lucian.
Okay.
1. You don't really see anything. There's like a shadow going over your heads. That's all roughly it.
Did it go toward this end of the town? The shadow?
Make a perception check. The shadow seems to be going westwards, yeah.
The others, let's follow it. Probably most of the town folk are there and we can be of some assistance to them.
Fine.
When it passed us, would I been able to see if it was Strad or something else? Because
What
I
is
know
your-
Strad had like a mantle or something. Cape.
What
11.
Okay. Right, 11 is your passive?
Yes.
Alright. Like, you are asking specifically for...
If I could see if it's Strad or not. I mean, I saw him in the courtyard or whatever, so I kind of know his, what type of clothes he had.
You see the shadow, you see a shape, it seems humanoid. Making things out, hard to say. However,
Okay.
it's flying though.
Yes.
Haven't really seen a lot of flying things around.
Except
And
Kuro.
And
Didn't he
vampire
see?
spawns didn't fly. Vampire spawns only could climb the walls.
Didn't Radar see what was flying here through Kuro?
Yeah, but he's not a son.
I kindly ask Radar if that was Strat.
Seems so.
Just pointing out that we're staying in the middle of a fire. Shall we get moving, please?
Yes.
I'm not sure if following the main bad vampire or fighting the fires is a better option. Like, just putting that out.
We're trying to save our own souls because the other side of town is burning, and this is the safest direction to move forward.
Following the big bad vampire.
Oh, following everybody. I'm guessing everyone's running in that direction.
Yeah, by the way, do you see any other people, like, civilians?
I mean, you've been locked in combat, so I mean, you can see people inside the houses feverishly trying to like barricade windows and stuff, but otherwise, seem it seems like people are locking themselves in the houses that's about to burn down.
What? Are you serious? Can we can I go and try to persuade them to leave the houses and run for the exit of town?
Sure, be that like diffuse, like this hazy shadow in the fiery streets that are trying to lure people out on the streets where monsters were cutting innocent people down.
Yeah, let me try something.
Try a persuasion roll on this one.
Allow me to try something else. Is there a fire bell around?
No. Well, you don't know. The only bell you're aware of is the clock tower bell in the church. Not clock tower. Church bell.
Church
Belfry.
bell. Okay, I get it.
Congratulations, Lucian. No one seems to react.
Can some make an illusion to to shout super loud that the houses are gonna burn down?
One word for you. Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, sure.
So,
I'm pretty sure not prestidigitation is what you need.
exactly.
Minor illusion, or what's it called? Whatever.
I'll
Yeah.
I'll allow you to taunt them so they are afraid from going outside and now also afraid from burning alive in their houses. I'll allow that.
I mean, it's better for them to get outside and be afraid than to burn
You do
down.
realize they ran inside because they are afraid, right?
Yes, but we need to calm them down.
Like literally, you're standing in a place where roughly about like 20 civilians are slaughtered in the streets.
Look, it's the trolley paradigm pulled to 100. It's fighting vampires or getting burned alive. People will probably change, choose getting burned alive.
I mean, for all they know, you are the vampires.
Yeah, that.
Johan, question: was there like a well or something where we fought? Because I remember there was something with water thing.
Yeah, not enough to stop a town level inferno.
Not unless you can conjure up a couple of pumps as well. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I don't think pulling water out of the well bucket by bucket is gonna do much.
Yeah, but if we do bucket by bucket on a house, maybe the people in that house will join us and.
Those are a lot of
enough.
ifs.
All I know is that discussing this while the town is burning is probably not helping.
Let me put it this way: have you ever played Double Dragon or any other side-scrolling beat 'em up fighters? You know when you have that red arrow blinking towards a certain side because you can't go in the other way. This is us right now.
Yeah, we're discussing philosophical stuff in the middle of a fire where people are screaming, getting killed by vampires and fire. I know.
Exactly. Let's move towards the only place that we can go.
I'll say this. In the time you've been discussing your options, probably about 30 or 40 people burned alive in their homes.
Let's move.
Mostly in those closest to the point of origin. So, yeah.
Not to
Literally.
mention that, as Johan pointed it out, the only bell in the town is the church bell. If you really
We say
want,
that while moving, please.
From what you know.
We are moving. We're discussing while we're moving.
Okay.
I have no idea where we're moving. I'm waiting for Lucian to move the token.
Oh, am I moving the token? Okay. Well, we move westwards.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the one that did the investigation or whatever and knew the direction and stuff.
Okay. Well, let's assume that you guys agreed to move in that direction. I'm moving there. If you want, follow me.
As I said, we're moving and discussing philosophical concepts about fire and death.
Okay.
You haven't been sprinting much lately.
Do we do some constitution checks for sprinting, or?
No, you should be fine.
Okay.
And
I still keep trying to tell people
Johan,
to run from the houses.
while we're moving, I like to keep an eye to see if there are any vampire spawns, guards, something coming for us.
Coming for you? No, there's none. Not
Okay.
from what you can see with your passive perception, unless you want to actively look for them.
Yes.
Don't
the
know. Don't accept. Don't actually look for guards. What the fuck are you doing?
We reached the church. What's the state of it? Like, what's the general state of this town?
I'm waiting for the perception check.
Yeah, baby.
No.
Mine.
Not you. I'm
Okay.
waiting for Sam's. Sam, you don't see any guards, vampires, or vampire spawns coming towards you.
Okay. But do I see them going to another direction?
You didn't specify that. But yes.
I was thinking that if I see I'm looking for something and I see a vampire that's coming towards me or not towards me, I see the direction it's going.
I mean, they're not coming towards you.
Oh, we have the smoke effect. Nice.
Is this a new thing in Roll20, the smoke thing?
No, it was the thing that I tried yesterday. Last time.
Oh.
It works now, at least.
It worked then as well.
It worked then as well.
Yeah,
It
until you out up. Yeah.
I've realized it only works the first time you load the map in a session, I think.
Yeah, until you out up.
They have bugs.
So don't alt tab from this point out, or it will bug out.
So where exactly are we? Are we in front of the church or somewhere?
I mean, shouldn't you be able to see it on the map?
Yes, but I don't recognize it.
It's a new map. That's why he meant.
Yes, this is like more of a.
But yeah, we are right in front of the church.
Like realistically, in terms of how the other map was.
Yeah,
you would
Roll20 crashed for me because of that map. So I'm reloading.
You would have had like a chain fence here on the other map.
Okay.
If you remember how the church had that.
So this is a bird view of the church.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty much. So like actually like that. But yeah. It's just finding similar battle maps from different angles is fucking
No, it's close enough actually. It's pretty
Yeah,
close.
it's pretty nice.
Okay. Do we move forward as a group?
I mean, you're currently running to the part of the city where there is no fire. The fire hasn't spread this far. You get the sense that where you were was probably the beginning of the spreading of the fire. So, from that aspect, this place is fairly untouched by fire.
So what else do we see? I mean, what's the current state of the whole thing around us?
The state of the town in this area is pretty much deserted. From what you can hear, there's a lot of screaming, both coming from behind you, coming from the church. One of the things that you do notice over the church is that it seems like anyone here able to count really high? Would you say your characters are like number proficient?
Yep.
Like how high do you think your character would be able to count?
A little, like 10,000.
All right. Okay, I'll remove the smoke effect. Don't worry. Let me just get rid of it.
I do like it though.
I'm guessing
I'm not having a problem with it now.
he used to count all the coins he steals.
So Benjamin can count to 4. You don't think there's 10,000 of them, but circling around over the church, there do seems to be hundreds, maybe thousands of bats circling the church.
But
Bats.
oh,
I see that. I look at it and say, well, if that's not ominous, I don't know what is.
Like, we're talking swarms upon swarms upon swarms of bats.
And the church is the center of them, kind of.
Yeah.
and we hear screams.
Yeah.
I tell the rest that we should start moving to the church slowly and like
Like
carefully.
that's what you see from the distance as you're approaching. It's like once you can clearly get out of the smoke, you can see above the like almost like a black spiraling cloud. As you get like closer and closer, you see they are tiny little individual movements, and you realize this is probably bats. Like, just your assumption.
Okay, shall we go inside the church? Like, first, get to the church.
Yes. If my roll 20 keeps
Move us
crashing,
as a
I'm
group,
gonna
you want.
fall.
Yep.
I'll follow Menace.
I removed the thing, by the way.
Yeah, it still crashed after that, but now I stopped any sounds from
What
this.
fucking browser are you using?
Bro, the same that I used for the past sessions.
Yeah.
And it's nothing else on. It's just Chrome and Discord. I closed any other programs, and yeah, it's
Yeah. Is it crashing now or?
no. Now it's okay. Without
Yeah.
the smoke and without the sound, it's still okay.
Okay. Well, you have to do it like that, I guess.
Okay, wait.
I'm running Opera and it works fine. Well,
Yeah, I have no idea why it's like this.
even though
It's a large map though. It could be that.
maybe
Yeah, I don't know. I'll check after.
Were you approaching casually, speedily, cautiously?
Cautiously, of course. I mean, we just saw hundreds of bats flying above. Like,
Hard for you to count. You're not smart enough to be able to do that type of mental calculations.
yeah, I can count to 50.
You have an intelligence of 12. You're not smart enough to attempt that even.
Exactly. I can count to 15, like the rule says.
You can roll high, but you're not natively smart.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
2 people in the group that could.
Asamer Ardar.
As we're approaching, if we pass any windows of the church, I'd like to take a peek.
And actually, technically, my character should be able as well because I have a high survival. It should be able to
Survival?
recognize.
Survival isn't counting.
Yeah, it,
Survival is very different from that. You're still about 150 feet away, so you're about 100 feet away to the closest walls.
Yeah, as I said, when we approach, it's.
As you get roughly to the area, though, like have you ever seen how a tornado starts?
Yep.
So this large column starts like spinning faster and faster as it like goes down and like starts narrowing down until it's like a twisting column of bats flying from the above the church all the way in front of the church, and it's just like literally a tornado of bats right in front of the church, and they all scatter, leaving only one individual standing in front of it.
Is it Strad?
yep.
No, it is not. It is Madame Eva. He knows many things. Or you could be talking to Blinsky. I don't know, maybe it was Blinsky all along. But no, it would be Strahd.
You really missed a career opportunity of becoming a voice actor.
Strahd will just like casually limp his way towards the door, take his cane, and use it to knock on the door.
Wait, time out. Did you say limp?
Yeah.
He wasn't limping before.
He's always been limping from when you've seen him.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
That's a detail I did not remember.
he's had it since the dinner.
Okay. How far are we from him? Since you said
200 feet.
let's close in. I can't move all the tokens.
You can't move the tokens.
I can't move all of them, just mine. So let's not sit on the edge of the map.
Fine. Lucian is keeping his distance.
It's
It's
really
like
okay.
that
No.
same harder knock.
On the church, I'm guessing, right?
With his cane on the doors, the oak doors of the church, yeah.
As we close in to Strad, I yell out and ask, are the other two kangaroo boys dealt with? We put down 4.
A third knock.
As I come in closer, I ask again, are there any other vampire spawns around that we should, turn around and look for and take care before they don't absolutely eviscerate the entire town?
Seems to be ignoring you. As you're, I don't know roughly how close all of you are. 40 feet, 25 feet. I would assume, rather, I would have moved up as well. You don't hear like the first time you would have heard some screams inside. The church seems silent. There's a few windows here and there. You do see a lot of like shapes trying to look out of the windows. Lights in there. You get the sense that there's probably a significant amount of people hiding inside the church. There is, in fact, you wouldn't know there's a bird's nest up there, but yes, it is. Haven't really studied the details of the map that close. That impressed me that you saw that.
Yeah, I go in closer.
You sure you want to do that?
No? I'm not very sure I want to do that.
Can I talk some sense into Manis, like not get involved immediately?
I turn around and say, dude, look around, we are involved. What are you talking about?
What are you gonna try to achieve by talking to him?
I don't know, at least making sure that there's no more vampire spawns.
Oh, okay.
You want anything on the windows?
Other than people? Like
Yeah, I
shapes
mean-
of people behind them.
Okay, that's all I see. Okay.
Like, there's still bats above, but in the sense of like you can't really see much in the way of details inside. You don't recognize something, someone certainly.
I don't recognize someone.
Yeah, like you know there are shapes, but you can't clearly see
Oh, okay, I understand.
because of like different types of lighting condition, evening. Not everything inside the church, like the side area here, is not the main part of the church. It's a part you haven't been to before, so you don't actually know much about the area here. Like you've been to the main area,
Okay,
and
but
some of you have been to the priest's bedroom.
okay, so it's nothing like I can see fight inside or something like that.
What did you say?
It's not like I can see like there's a fight inside or not.
There's no indications of fighting, violence, or murder going on inside, no.
Okay.
I take a wide berth around the Strad. I don't get closer than that, and go around the church towards the priest's private quarters.
You're going to the priest's private quarters?
Yes.
Alright. As you start moving, I'm just waiting to check a decision. Give me a second, I'm just checking. Nope, never mind. Strahd is going to loudly say, if any of you inside want to survive for the next 10 minutes, I strongly advise all of you to renounce your foolish beliefs and exit, or else you will all be dead before the end of the hour. Do not join this old fool in his misguided beliefs. His time has come. Yours do not.
I ask if the mayor is in there while being around here or something.
Um, the moment Strahd says that, like heavy murmur starts inside. Discussions.
Oh. I see.
Strahd doesn't seem to really consider you much of a presence or anything.
I'm also doing the large thing around Strahd to get to Menace.
Sure.
I keep sliding towards the side of the church.
How many people do we hear inside?
Make a perception check.
Second. It's like 10, 100, like a magnitude.
I would say, based on the church, if you pack it in, and from the voices and the shadows in the windows, it would not surprise you if it would be somewhere between 50 and 100 people.
50 and 100 people.
50 to 100 people.
Okay.
You, as actually with those roles, both Manis and Lucian would assume it's towards the higher end sooner than the lower end.
Oof.
Can I also do a roll? Or
Sure.
percent?
Okay, out of character, because I really don't know how to fix how to solve this. I have no clue if it's better to go out or yeah, I don't know. I really have no fucking clue.
Can I, like, has Strat seen me already?
I mean, he hasn't reacted to any of you.
Oh, didn't he speak with Manis?
No, he didn't.
He just yelled. He's literally standing right in front of the door, looking at the door. He hasn't paid attention to any of you.
Okay, I'm gonna go around to this entrance here as well. The side one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to enter the church as fast as possible, not through the main entrance, before those 10 minutes are out.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I want maybe Manis to join me. He's more charismatic.
Yeah,
And
I'm gonna join.
like
Let's go.
telling him on the way there, like we need to save these people inside. Like
Yeah,
they're
how?
gonna get murdered like sheep. So we need to convince them to like he's not asking them to renounce Lathander. He's asking them to renounce the Baron. They need to learn that the Baron is evil.
Make an intelligence check. Oh, no. He told them to stop their beliefs in their god.
Oh. Well,
At least that's what you think.
There are two fences you have to do. Like, there's a fence you would have to jump to get, but that's not a way in. That's literally this map. It is not existing in the actual map. If I had been smart, I would have put the map one frame higher up, but I wasn't smart because I never saw that trapdoor. So fuck you for finding that one. I mean, not to be hostile or anything, but fuck you! So no, that is not. There's like no secret entrances here, from what you know.
From
There is
what I
this-
remember, it's this.
Yes, that's to the priest's quarter.
Exactly. Isn't Radar also joining us, or?
Rather hasn't. Rather moved, but he actually stayed behind in the streets. He moved closer to be like in the proximity of Strahd.
No, but he's not joining us inside the church.
No.
Before we enter, I want to tell the party in actual. Whatever we do, we should get out of the church before the 10 minutes are up, even if the others don't want to come.
Oh yeah, that's definitely. I'm not sticking around there to see if the Strat can enter or not.
How long would you say you would have waited until you started moving?
1 minute, I guess.
Yeah, 1 minute, nothing
So
more.
you would have heard them say 9 minutes remaining.
Yeah, we would then would run, like, put some pedal in it.
Okay. For the purposes of this, since I'm not gonna, I'm gonna be straight. Benjamin, you can get over the fence pretty easily and join there. And I guess the rest of you want to go up to the church.
Yeah, inside, if possible.
I'm not switching to the other map because I don't know if I prepared that map.
Okay.
But you're going in.
If possible, yes.
I mean, the door is broken, so.
And then we go in, yes.
Assam broke the door when he was picklocking it, so it's open.
That's what I remember as well, yeah.
It was the first time he fucked up the lockpick, and then he fucked it up a second time. So that door is jammed in the open position.
Can I figure out if... Okay, let me put it this way. I have a suspicion, and this is out of character. I have a suspicion that Strad knows that this door is broken. him being like 1,000 bats circling the garden church, I'm pretty sure he has a pretty definitely good layout of how the church looks from the
Yes.
outside, doors, windows, such and
This is
such.
out of character. Time is not passing, or is it passing?
When
No, and like if you say out of character, then I'll stop the mental.
Okay.
timer.
Okay.
the question I'm having based on my character's previous experience with actual vampires due to the history and such, would an intelligence roll make me figure out if Strad is aware of the broken door or not?
I think like a literal wisdom. Actually, I don't think you would have to roll for that. If you, no, you would know that vampires are said to have an eerie contact with creatures of the night. What that means, you never really understood, but you come from a place where folklore kinda hints that beasts and monstrosities and creatures of the night serve and spy for vampires. What that entails, you don't know. If it's true, you don't know. But based on what you know, probably that door would be spotted by hundreds or thousands of bats.
Yeah.
Mine is out of character again. Like he can enter at any point because we couldn't restore the fucking bones. He's just waiting for them to decide whether they want to live or die. That's his politeness.
Oh well, then
So I don't
that
think
fucking
that
solves
door is
everything.
stopping him from entering there.
Yeah.
He's just giving them a choice.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Sam,
Yes.
roll an intelligence check for me.
Yeah, now that you said that, that makes a lot of sense.
In the book, Van Richten's Guide to Vampires, written by the vampire hunter Rudolf von Richten, that you got borrowed from Adrian at the Powerful Curios and Magical Shop. You do realize there were speculation of whether vampires could enter buildings or not without permission.
I tell the others that this may be the case, even if.
But
Gotcha.
Lucian is correct. The magical defenses that protected this church from evil is not in effect.
But
Which-
weren't the out of character? Weren't the bones protecting the whole city, not just the church?
Not from what Lucian would have told you, no.
Oh, okay.
Father Lucian would have said it's the church and the church grounds.
I
yeah,
see.
so they are assuming they are hiding in a safe place. But do we really believe that book, though?
The townspeople believe that the town itself was protected because of the happiness and the festivals they had, which apparently is bullshit considering Strahd is standing in front of the church. Whether the book is correct, that's something else entirely.
Oh, you're the smartass. I don't know, but there is a door open, but I don't think that if the book is correct, that doesn't matter. It's still going inside there.
No. Yeah, exactly. That the door can be wide open. He still
You
can't
need an
enter.
invitation,
Exactly.
but that's assuming that the book is correct. And I know that I have this in my notes, like we already discussed, if that's the case. But we really believe that book? It was full of bullshit, most of it.
8 minutes remaining.
Yeah, let's.
Let's go.
I would assume that without the bones, he would enter. I don't know if this would protect him.
Can we spot Father Lucian inside?
Can you ping on the map roughly where you go? Do you go into his bedroom? If so, no. You don't see him there.
Do we see other people in his bedroom?
No.
We go all the way inside the sermon part of the thing.
Okay, the other door would be roughly here.
Yeah.
So as you enter, you can see a lot of people, and they're all facing towards other people, feverishly discussing, or they are realistically uh, looking towards the large oaken doors towards the opening of the church.
So they don't notice us coming in, which is good, and we try to keep a low profile so we don't get spotted.
Yeah, there's no one really paying attention to that corner of the church right now.
I'm going to go towards the navel. I'm suspecting if Father Lucian is there, he's going to be in the navel.
You would try to make. Does anyone have a passive perception beating a 15?
Yes.
Alright, so you would actually spot uh, people congregating around an area at the beginning of the church, which would be roughly where Father Lucian would be placed, which would be here. He seems to be right outside the end of the front part of the church, right past the entrance.
I look to Lucian and I say, so? How do you want to play this?
Oh, fuck. Let's go speak with Father Lucian, see what he thinks.
You want to take lead on this?
No. I'll be next to you, like I can address him, but
Before they go, I want to pull Manis a bit aside and whisper to him. Do you remember? Do you know that if those were vampire spawns, it means a vampire created them?
Which means Strad has a very powerful enemy.
My point exactly.
Yeah, but as far as I see things right now, we are not on the friendly terms with that particular enemy.
Yes, but we don't want that enemy to become our enemy as well.
And do you think Father Lucian has anything to do with that?
I don't know. We just need to be careful.
well, either way, he'll be dead in 7 minutes, so let's go and try to do something.
Exactly.
7 minutes.
So we move to him and try to speak to him, I guess.
Yeah.
As you push your way gently, forcefully, as you're moving your way forward, a couple of things. You do hear a choir, prayers. Literally, there seems to be people kneeling around Father Lucian praying.
I look around, I look at Father Lucian, and I say, so, what do you think is going to happen next?
Make a. Do you want to go around looking at the faces? That probably would be a investigation check. If you want to just stay where you are and look around, that's a perception check. If you want to mingle with the crowd, it's like an investigation. There's a couple of faces you believe you might have seen here and there. That seems familiar, but there are no one that you know the name of or have spoken to or interacted with. No.
Okay, I'll stay in the back with Pete here. And by the way, where's Rorda?
Outside.
Okay, I'll stay with Pete here in the back. What's going on?
So who's there's no any replies from Father Lucian. He is chanting the prayer, with the people around him also chanting the same prayer.
I look around and say, there's a good 100 people here. Are you seriously going to risk all their lives?
from what you can understand, there seems to be two parts of the room. Some that are kneeling down and praying, some that are terrified and discussing and arguing amongst themselves, uh, some fearing they will be killed if they exit the church because they believe they like Strahd can't get in. Some are afraid of dying in the church because they believe he can get in and it's not worth dying for, like, tradition. So, like, there seems to be very different opinions here. You have some diehard believers that are now currently praying and seems to be thinking that prayer will solve everything. You have some that don't really believe that strongly but are afraid of dying because they believe in the stories of monsters, and some that think that they'll be safe because they've been given a choice.
How much time do we still have?
It's not that long since he said 7 minutes.
Okay, when he gets to 6, I like to have an action or do something.
Alright. As you like observing, scanning the crowds, seeing no obvious reaction for, like, you're not even sure if Father Lucian knows you are there or reacts to you at this point. He just seems to be wholly committed to the prayer part.
I stare down at Father Lucian intently and say, "We both know there's something missing from here."
Oh, he doesn't have his eyes open. He's like prostrated in prayer. Like, none of the people in that area is paying attention to what's going on around them.
I put my hand on his shoulder, so I draw his attention.
Are you sure you want to do that?
I'm not sure of anything this particular session, bro. I don't know how to explain that. I don't have an endgame here.
I'm just asking you if that's what you want to do. I'm just literally telling you that there are people here blindly asking for salvation, being delivered from evil, protected from the forces of hell, stuff like that. They are strongly believing in what they're doing is the right solution. But like, I'm not gonna say what happens if you interrupt it. I'm not gonna say what happens if Father Lucian does it.
Yeah, I sincerely don't know what to do.
Today is the time for choices. 6 minutes remaining.
Can I do my thinking now?
Yes.
Yeah, do your thingy.
Okay, I like to try and persuade the people inside to exit the church, like with a speech, you know? That's persuasion or something else?
Persuasion is. It sounds a lot more like performance.
First, let me hear the speech.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. You said there are 3 groups. There is a group that just prays, a group that is unsure because they are afraid but they don't want to, and one that would want to but are afraid.
A small part is the diehard believers praying. The rest seems to be undecided and scared of the alternatives. The scared of the alternatives are the ones arguing amongst themselves. They don't seem to be paying that much attention to the firm believers and prayers.
Okay, so I'd like to tell them, you should get out. He promised not to kill you. If you see how powerful he is, if he actually wanted to kill you, he could have done this a long time ago. Something like get to the chopper, yeah.
It was just what everyone was been reminded of.
And it's something, saying this is something that I believe that he could have actually come before and laid waste to the town, even if the bones only kept the church safe, as Father Lucian said. The rest of the town could have still been up for grabs.
Since not that many people have your attention, roll a performance first and persuasion after, just to see if people get you. People get your
Holy
attention.
shit!
Like, let's say you go up to where
Oh my
the
fucking god! Oh shit!
Can I try to stop him?
like, are you trying to persuade them to leave here? Is that what
Ooh.
you're trying? Are you trying to just tell them that he's going to get in if he wants to?
Yes, I'm trying to tell him if he wants to, he will kill you. Just go out and leave the church. Don't forget your faith in La Thunder or whatever gods you are praying to or whatever. Just leave the church.
All right. So
You're in the other part of the church, Lucius. That's why I stopped there.
no, he can see this. Here is what's happening. Manis, no, not Manis. I'm not gonna include Manis in the blame for this. But I do want to point out, I immediately thought, let's blame Manis for something. Benjen, Manis, Lucian, you all become aware of that someone has walked up to where the priest holds her sermons. As you hear a voice like very clearly carry over the audience. It goes like, everyone, listen to me. And then Assam starts to speak the first part of his message. Lucian, roll a performance check and see if you can beat his 23.
No, I cannot beat natural 20.
Okay, no, roll, I'll give you the chance.
I wasn't trying to stop him with talking.
Okay, what are you going to try to stop him then?
I don't know. Throw something.
Like, there's like 10, 20, 30 people between you and him, and like, I don't know how long it is to the altar. Like 30 feet. Yeah, you're not gonna be. Oh, I don't think you're gonna be able to hit that. So, surprisingly, when Assam speaks, he speaks in a way none of you have heard before. There is a very commanding, like, authoritative voice. It's the voice of a leader. It is the voice of someone that grabs the attention of people, that brings their attention to one issue and convinces them how they should feel about this issue without feeling directed. So Assam, you have now managed to get, let's say, every single doubter in your close proximity. It would be every single doubter actually with those rolls would be turning around, paying attention to you, and murmuring amongst themselves as you're speaking. And you're able to grab their hearts. The people that believe they are safe if they exit, they are strengthened in their resolve. The people that believe they will be slaughtered are convinced that this guy, this blonde, tall, captivating person with the bushy beard, seems to know what the fuck he's talking about. I'll say, for the purposes of this, an elderly lady and a little child, Lucian, actually listens to you. Yes, we should. Oh wait, no, the devil is evil. So congratulations, you convinced an old lady and a young child to stay behind.
Okay.
So
Sorry,
everyone
Lucian,
except for the old lady and the young child are leaving the church?
And the praying people.
And the praying people. So basically everyone.
No,
No,
the praying,
the
praying
praying
people
people
were-
stays.
Okay.
The praying people were just a small handful.
can I get up to the thing where Sam is and push him to the side?
With those rolls, I don't think it matters.
Assam,
Yes.
will you, and listen carefully to how I phrase myself now, are you going to accept your will to be ignored?
My. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I don't understand so.
That was very cryptic. I didn't really get what you meant either.
He probably meant for
Are
me
you
to
going
disregard.
to accept Lucian trying to like disregard you like that and like
Okay.
shut out your will?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I will say to Lucian, if their belief in Lathander will save them, it doesn't matter where they are, if they're in a church or outside, their belief will still be there. But if they are outside, they have a better chance of surviving than staying in one place like sheep.
Okay, just tell us when or how we.
Like
when
I'm not even going to try to do anything against it. Those rolls, even if I do try to do a performance and persuasion over 100 people, I'm not gonna. Those are really hard numbers to beat. I'm not even trying. If Benjamin is trying anything, but again,
So, Lucian,
like I don't see beating of those numbers of those rolls.
are you falling in line or are you going to keep on trying?
can I slap him with my strong hand across the face? Like,
Just first say what you're going to do, if fall in line or not.
I got up next to him, so can I just slap him as hard as I can through the face?
You can try.
Like, is there a chance I can miss a slap through the face?
I can dodge it.
I mean,
True. Hey, you're talking to the people or you're distracted?
yeah, I'm just wondering. So you are going to do the slap?
Yes, and I shout blasphemy.
All right.
I'm dodging your slap.
No.
I cannot.
Do your ready action.
I draw my sword and I look at Lucian and say, you are either with me on this or against me. I will try and save as many people as I can this way. And I don't take no for an answer.
You are just gonna condemn them to eternal suffering.
Are you going for the slap?
Yes, actually. I mean, wait.
I have a sword in my hand.
Like, as you're going up to him with the intent of slapping him, he does draw the sword.
Okay. I thought I was already next to him when he was speaking.
Your instincts tell you that you're about to be stabbed.
I mean, not a sword because I don't have a sword, a dagger, but the same.
But then it's a conversation. I mean, I stop there and I tell him that he's condemning these people to eternal suffering.
Well, in that case, you choose, whatever. I attack you with my sword,
What?
with the blunt side of my sword.
Like, I'm not even. Am I up to him? Like, does he try to move toward me or?
You walked up to him to try to slap him.
Oh, I thought he drew it like when I'm trying to get up.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess you're attacking me.
With
Roll
my
for initiative.
with my initiative. Okay. How do I do that? Yeah, like this.
Roll for an attack.
With my blunt side, right? How
Yep.
do I do that? I don't know, but
Roll for damage.
Does he get me because I'm next to him?
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. Because
Do I see this?
You see Lucian going up with his strong arm raised, and you just see Assam in a flash take out his dagger and just like pummel strike him to the head.
How do I get involved?
And I say I'm
Yeah,
trying.
how did I die?
You took 20 damage. When you're not
I
supposed to.
mean, why would
You're
I
not-
get
you're
a
not-
sneak attack? I mean,
Because he has an ally within 5 feet.
I'm not an ally in this.
Yeah, but
area.
the crowd of people that he persuaded, they are.
Every single person he persuaded is now on his team.
We are on
They
the
are-
stage. They are not next to me.
I'm saying you took 20 damage.
Alright, I took 20 damage. I don't understand why, but sure.
Can we backtrack and figure out how the fuck did he end up here? Because this
I
is.
didn't understand the sneak attack, but sure, okay.
I'm saying that you don't know everything, but he
Yeah.
does have an ally within 5 feet of him that provides you the advantage necessary to proc the sneak attack. You take 20 damage.
Well, the good part is I'm out of these guys, so it's up to you to save these people.
So, like, think of it like this. For the purposes of this, you're just knocked out cold. Roll a 1d4 for me
1d4?
to
Yes.
see how long you stay unconscious. So, in 2 hours, you will normally regain consciousness.
He's falling unconscious. Can
I'm-
I
Unless
something?
someone gets him up or heals him, you will stay unconscious for 2 hours.
Can I, as he falls, can I say something to Manis?
Yeah.
Manis, get him out of here, and lead these people out of the church.
I don't think that's a good idea. I honestly think that being inside this church is the only thing that keeps, who out there. I genuinely think that. Not sure what you want me to do about it though. Like, I'm going to get Lucian up and out of here, sure, but you already moved everyone out. Like, what do you want me to do more?
Are you arguing with me more, or just okay? Okay.
No, like, I'm seriously asking, what do you want me to do? Like, you have already basically convinced the entire church of people that would have gone out anyway. Like, the ones that are still praying, they don't give a shit. They're not going to give a shit regardless of what I do. Besides, start beating each one of them one by one and pulling them outside.
Okay, in that case, you pick him out, and I say to the rest, let's go outside through the side entrance and run around the town in safer places where you can. Not stay all of them all of you grouped together.
Sure, let's do that. I'm picking up Lucian and slapping him awake. Do I see any cuts on him?
That was a blunt side of the weapon.
It was like he didn't kill him or anything. When...
He knocked him out.
Have you ever seen like a bouncer just like punch someone in the face and they get floored?
Yeah.
Like when Lucian came up to him with like his arm raised to try to slap him, Azam just whipped out one of his daggers and like pummel struck him. into
Okay.
the face. Like Lucian didn't take any lethal damage. He's just knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, I get it.
Like he didn't try to kill him, if that's what you're thinking.
Yeah, I didn't understand the pummel strike, but yeah, that makes sense. I'm
yeah, sorry. I
dragging
should have
Lucian out through the side entrance. I shall do a strength check to see if I'm dragging him out or just picking him up entirely.
Can I help him?
Well, someone has to lead the people out.
Okay, so I cannot help him, but I can lead the people.
Also, he's a skinny cleric, so...
I'm picking him up on on my
Anis
shoulder.
can probably drag him.
Yeah, he can drag me, but I'm pretty heavy.
And getting him out through the side door.
Alright, so
I'm a tall guy.
roughly... Shall we say about 80 people join you leaving?
How
Okay.
much time do we still have?
You have heard 4 minutes remaining.
As I'm carrying Lucian, people are moving faster around me, and I keep saying to everyone, just run, scatter around, don't stay as a pack, run away to everyone that's passing through. Bye. If that helps with anything.
Alright. You see them. You see some struggling to get over the chain fence, especially the old ones or the young ones, those not tall enough. So they opt to go through the gate. It's gonna be some screaming when they do notice someone standing at the doors just waiting. Doesn't pay them mind.
At what door?
Like,
At the door of the
well,
church.
I'm saying that some people cannot exit the fence, so they go here and then see Strahd there.
Okay. And I mean, I have no idea. Am I with them as I'm leading them out? Am I in the crowd somewhere, or Manis or some
Manis
boss?
told them to scatter, so some are jumping climbing the fences, some are going out through the gate, like where the blue arrow is.
Okay.
As I find myself outside, I start slapping Lucian back into consciousness.
Okay. Roll a death saving throw. Kidding. How hard would you want to slap him?
I
Not,
want to
not
throw
hard.
some water on him.
There was a well on the other side of the church.
I have a water skin. I can put a few drops and throw it in his eyes to wake him up.
Sure.
You know, like on his face, something like that.
Takes a little bit, but you can bring him back to consciousness. Sure.
Okay.
As he's regaining consciousness, I look at him and ask, "Are you back with us, big boy?" Bad news is that you took a little nap. Good news is that everyone that left the church is currently not followed by Strad, so this was not the worst idea.
As you say that, you see the bats start moving. They seem to be circling closer and closer towards the church.
I like how you want finish it. Let me finish the idea before rubbing it back into my nose.
Yeah. They don't seem to be chasing any of the people that are hastily retreating from the church door, but they are slowly descending towards the church.
Oh, they're descending on the church, not on the people that are running away from the church.
Oh yeah, no,
Ah,
he's
okay,
not
okay.
gonna. He's not killing them.
I'm yelling, Benjen, get out of the church!
Yeah.
Benjen, not paying attention to everyone fleeing in fear.
She was in the church, she was looking at the sky, that got me worried.
So, yes, what do you do now? Like, there's like, what, 20 people left in the church?
Seems to be less than 20 people plus Father Lucian, yeah.
Well, I vote some people are valid to take responsibility for their own lives, so...
3 minutes remaining.
I look at Lucian, did Lucian regain consciousness?
They would have more or less between the time of 3 and 4, yeah.
I ask him.
Probably
there-
after 3, actually.
After. Okay, so when he regains consciousness, I want to ask him if the people in the church are protected in any way by their belief in Lathander.
I didn't get that, sorry.
You know, is vampire, at least in popular folklore, vampires are afraid of religious symbols, stuff like that. Maybe something from their belief in Lathander may protect them. That's what I'm asking. Usha. If he thinks that.
Is Uri here?
Yes.
Oh.
But am I not unconscious anymore?
No, you're not.
They
What?
woke you just after 3 minutes remaining. They
How-
Manis gently slapped your face, and Assam poured the water over you, trying to drown you.
But would like I'm fucking unconscious. That shouldn't be able to wake me up, or
They can slap you awake.
I was thinking that the only thing that can wake me is like
He doesn't have that strength.
lion hands or something like that.
No, you can be brought to consciousness and 1 hit point if you're not unconscious. So realistically, just remove the X and give yourself 1 hit point.
All right.
You can now be killed by the common rat.
How do I remove the X thing?
You click your character and you have the little bubble on the lower side, and you just declick the X from your face.
Yep.
Oh, nice. Didn't know that.
Yeah, there's
So,
a ton of icons
I
representing a
wake
ton
up.
of stuff.
I have no idea what has just transpired. Well, where am I? What
You
the
are back
fuck
home
happened?
in Narnia.
Is
Babushka
this
will
you,
do best.
grandmother?
Yes, my son.
Please, father, take me home.
Country roads.
Yeah, so I just like mumble, like trying to regain my conscious. Like I have no fucking idea what's happening.
Alright. 2 minutes remaining.
I say we move away from the church.
Yes. Lead the way.
As I hear like these 2 minutes, like I shout, "We need to save the people! We need to save the people!"
The people
I
already
try
left.
to drag myself inside again.
I try to stop him.
I do stop him. Like I grab onto him properly.
I'm basically lying on the ground, or are you guys carrying me? Like
Menace was scaring you.
I was
so,
kidding
so
you.
I'm like moving my arms and legs, like let me go. I need to go inside and help them.
No, whoever was left inside made their own choices, and we are obliged to accept them. Let
Maybe
us
No.
peace
move.
of their god.
They got tricked. No.
They got tricked to what? They're literally the ones that are going to die. Everyone that left already left. No one's pursuing them. This, fine and funny enough, was the correct decision.
Their souls will be forever damned.
I bear
So-
no responsibility for that, and neither do you. Move.
No. I keep struggling.
I'll help Menace to get Lucian away. And so we can start leaving the church.
Yeah, so we leave the church area. In that case,
Out of character, should we like it was Radar with us the whole time, or
no.
did
Never
he
He was
mind.
leave?
outside.
He stayed behind on the street.
Might be wise to motion him to follow us. This was out of character, of course.
Well,
I'm still rambling about going inside the church and saving the people.
as we get to the street, we do motion radar to come, considering that he cannot see us from inside the church's, whatever the yard is called.
It's hard for you to say, but he seems to be saying something. Not to you.
Not to us. But
Should he
can we-
go closer?
Sure.
I yell, Pete, come on! I'm going closer to Radar. Until I can hear what he's shouting. I'm not sure what that closer is.
I mean, you do hear what seems to be deserve this like end the fire, like save the people. Seems to be talking, trying to convince Strahd to do what he can about the fire.
Any success?
Strahd has literally not turned. Like he's still facing the same door. Hasn't moved at all. Just waiting on the threshold of the door. Almost as if it's a statue.
As we get closer to Rardar, I tell him, "Come on. I'm not sure I want to witness what's gonna happen next."
You're cutting off rather in the middle of a sentence, and he's like nodding and like cautiously. I'm not sure if we have the time. Is up. And I got a work message on Teams.
This hour?
Oh yeah, it's 11 in Norway as well, right?
10 o'clock.
Just message them back saying that Rardar almost died because of them.
No, I'm done. So as the moment he says time is up, you do see in the far distance what seems to be like a shadow of someone running out from the church into like the fiery smoke and stuff. You don't know who that is. Seems to be human. Seems to be a shape that's running away from the church. Not entirely sure who. Seems to be a man of sorts in like a cape. But that
What door where did he go out of?
he was in the section that was not. You've never been to that section.
To this
It's
from
where
this
you-
part.
Yeah, it's where you think Yeshka had his quarters. So-
Here to the fountain thingy?
Yeah.
Yes. So that's something you like spot in the distance as it happens. Next thing you spot is Strahd moving away from the church. And then standing in the streets. Just going away from the church.
I'm going away from the church as well.
I stop
the-
Assam and say, I know this is not going to be a popular opinion, but I think we need to go that way.
About the same time, as Strahd turns back to the church, you see all the bats scatter away from the church. Like this huge swirling cloud of bats flying above it in circles, scatter to all directions. Some go up, some go west, east, north. They just disperse. The doors open.
The doors to the church.
Yes.
Did
You
he-
can see two people holding open the door as you see Father Lucian just like open his eyes, glowing. Amen. The clouds scatter. A column of light, probably something that you don't register at first. But it seems to be the very first sight of sunlight you've seen ever since you entered Barovia. And this pillar of light just streams down, embracing Strahd. And you see him like throw up his hand, looking at it. Interesting. What? do you think sunlight could harm me? Now, let us dispense with these parlor tricks, old man. If this is meant to scare me, then your illusion matters not. Now let me show you the true power of someone that controls the very domain he owns. That's when the first 3 lightning strikes smashes into the church. And then the 4th. Then the 5th. A barrage of lightning strikes from all directions, from the dark ominous clouds, smash into the church. And as Strahd finishes his relentless assault on the church, you can see things start collapsing. First with the bell tower. It topples over as one of the lightning bolts just blast off part of the supporting structures. Windows from the sonic booms just explode and scatter glass in all directions. Penetrating, bursting through the ceiling of the church. Fire starting in every direction. Stone, roof tiles, like scattering all about. The last you ever see of Father Lucian is when the lightning strikes him, and the golden glow in his eyes vanishes, just leaving a charred, burning, smoking husk of a man, as is fried from the inside out. Around him, the bodies of the true believers, all suffering the fate. That gentle zzz, zzz, as electricity sparks in the air. You feel hairs on your beards. Your hairs start rising upward. The very atmosphere here, crackling with the static intensity of electricity being launched down from above. And then, the rain. A massive torrential downpour spreading all over Wallaki. Little by little, you realize what's going on. Anyone want to guess?
He brought the rain, which is going to douse the fires.
Yes.
I turn to Lucian and say, "You know what the worst part of this is?"
I'm not done with you
Oh.
5 yet.
Could I just before you
12 hours.
you want
heads.
you want
Okay.
just before Strad says that, I want to make a snarky comment to Lucian. You think you're going to appreciate it? I look at Lucian and say, "You know what's the worst part of it? If they would just stayed inside, I think they would have lived."
They are so should have been purified.
I am not done with the 5 of you yet. 12 hours.
12 hours
Bring-
to do what?
Bring me the head of the burgomaster on the town square. Or your heads will be coating pikes over Castle Ravenloft. I am done with your meddling. And he just walks away into the slowly dying fires.
Out of the the one that left is the one that we need to follow.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's find a place to rest. We need to do a rest.
No,
and
no. I don't want to rest. can I track whoever ran, the direction of it and stuff?
I'll allow you the chance to try.
Okay. What do I need to do?
I think it's survival for tracking. I shall also
Do a
help.
survival check with disadvantage, since you're going to try to track him through literally a part of the town that's been burning, people been running all around. Yeah. And is also now being doused by rain.
And I'm guessing I cannot ask Lucian for help.
Sure.
I
I'm
can.
on the back of Manis. Do you want me to track with you or something? Like
He
point
wants
the way?
guidance.
Guidance.
You know, go fuck yourself, man. You just knocked me out.
Fair enough.
Like until I get my long rest, I'm not doing anything. My Manis is gonna carry me around town. I'm on 1 HP.
The 18 wouldn't be able to track someone through what was an
No,
inferno.
that's Manis. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but since he did one and you did one,
Okay.
so 18 would be the standing roll then. I don't think that would be possible. This would be, at least, if nothing else, a hard check, and that's a 20.
Okay.
I would actually be able to say it's probably a very hard check as well, and that would be 25. And I don't think you can do that. So,
Yeah, I think we should follow. Honestly,
spend some time, but you're not able to follow the track itself. You
Okay.
would lose the track with the 18. Let's bring us back to the town map. I'm gonna say that you would have lost them probably slightly into past where you fought the vampires. So roughly there.
Question: are the wolves still howling around?
Yeah.
They're still.
Yeah.
Okay, so I tell the other, at least I don't think they can leave the city, the town.
Oh, and by the way, for all intents and purposes,
Lucian, we're tracking the what we suspect to be the mayor, the one who escaped from the church before Strad destroyed the church.
Excuse me, you think that the mayor was there? Can I roll an intelligence check or something?
You don't know who the mayor is. I don't know who's.
I've seen him because I was on trial.
I don't think you need to roll the check for it, but sure.
I mean, would you think that he's gonna leave his heavily guarded fort to be in the church with the common people?
I don't know. I think so, yes.
And that would transpire in the 20 minutes since we left the town square and he was in his fort, and then he just ran to the church or something.
He never went to the town square.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
We
assuming.
don't know where he went.
Like,
I don't know where.
I know that Father Lucian left the square and went to the church, but in this time the Baron was in his fort, so I don't think he ever left it.
We don't know if it was in the fort. I have no idea. I'm just assuming the one that left the church in a hurry right before Armageddon struck was him.
and it's very simple to figure out that it was him. Like that's who Strad was following. The second that person left the church, Strad got interested in the church.
I think it's better to say that when Strahd obliterated the church from the face of the earth, that's probably when he didn't get interested in the church anymore.
No, I very well remember that you said he was leaving the church as soon as that person left the church.
No,
Like if
he
he
gave you the task of getting the head of the burgomaster, or he said he would kill the five of you.
no before that, like when Father Lucian opened the door and started doing the lightning blasting, the light blasting. Before that, Strahd became uninterested in the church. He was moving away from the church.
Yeah, to get away from the blast zone. Who do you think called the lightning?
After he got blasted with the light, I thought that was retaliation, not
No, like he walked away from the church doors to
yes,
get some distance from the church.
yes,
The church doors opened,
yes,
the believers opening the door for Father Lucian.
yes,
Father Lucian's eyes opened, column of light struck Strahd. Strahd seems disinterested in the light, calling him out for his parlor tricks, and then decided to call down whatever he did on the church.
yes.
Like, none of that was involved with the Baron.
Okay, understand. Fine.
Like,
I
like,
misunderstood.
yeah, just saying. Like, the moment Father Lucian and everyone inside and the entire barrage of lightning bolts blew up the church, that's when he stopped caring. Just being very straight about that one.
Okay, I see. Yeah, in that case, I just misunderstood. I was under the impression that he got disinterested in it a bit before.
No, I'm just saying that whatever that shape was, you don't really know what that was. It could have been the Burgomaster. I'm just saying,
We
none
don't
of
know
you
for
were
sure.
close enough to know for sure.
I see.
Not even Radar.
Radar was motioned over towards you guys.
Yeah, he was in back with us.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm asking the guys, shall we try and follow? Continue to see if we can find another trail or something, or just go to sleep?
You assume there's about 11 hours and 45 minutes for your deadline.
Uh, yeah, I I don't know. How you guys want to do? What do you guys want to do? I don't think we have time for a long rest though. In game time, I'm talking.
In long rests are 8 hours.
Yeah.
So that would mean we take a long rest and we are left with what, 4 hours, something.
3 hours and 45 minutes and counting.
That-
I'd say we continue tracking the thing. Maybe.
I'm saying you lost the trail.
Oh, we lost the trail.
Yeah, the X is where you lost the trail.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I leave a decision to Magnus because last time I decided something, the church was destroyed. More or
Huh?
less.
That's not on you. Um,
The
I
last time you made that choice, 80 people survived.
exactly. That's on you. I do think a short rest would be handy to reset and recover whatever you can. Get some heal in and some hit dices in.
I have 0 hit dice.
God,
I'm
damn
on
it.
1 HP. I have 0 spell slots.
I'm gonna ask the simplest question. Where do you think the Baron is?
In the gallows.
Yeah, that fortress there.
You do know that's a fortified area. You do know there are siege weapons on the ceiling there from able to shoot at people going close towards it.
Yes.
Meaning, if you don't take rests and recover, some of you might not live very long.
Well, in that case, long rest it is.
Assuming you're going to storm it, I'm not saying you have to, I'm just curious as to how you're going to do it.
And I don't think storming is a good idea though. Right.
Whatever we do, maybe we can find a back entrance or something, but I cannot do it in 1 HP. I mean, it's not possible.
Literally, simply walking here,
It's 1 hour at least.
600 feet, to 600 meters. Ah,
That's
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Like, no, 5-10 minutes. But it's still like time counting.
Yeah, let's take a long rest then. Let's stop at the inn and take a long rest there. It's familiar
Okay.
territory. We know how the layout of the place.
And do you think he's gonna allow us back?
He's not there.
What
probably.
makes do you think he's there? What makes you think anyone's left in their usual places?
Just like a quick thing. What's the state of the town as we are moving in? It was under heavy fire.
Like, I'll say this section, I would say, is slightly touched. I would say that. I would say, like, this part has, like, extensive fire on surfaces and um, their roofs, which probably will need substantial repair. Like, not like substantial repair, but they will need to go over the roofs and the walls to insulate them, or whatever the term is in English.
But there is no longer a fire, and there's still remains of the buildings. They're not burned down to the ground.
Yeah,
So
like
technically, it is possible to get inside the inn. There is an inn building still there.
like like anything here is like okay. Uh, meow meow.
Good night, Pete.
Night, Pete.
Good night. Anything within like the colored red section is going to be like
Yeah, can you make next week, Pete, before you go? Next Monday?
Sure.
Great.
Anything beyond like this
Nice sleep, mate.
Good night,
this
mate.
red part that's like colored in, it's pretty heavily burned.
Does that mean that part of the fort wall is also burned down?
No, that's just me accidentally not seeing
Okay.
that part. But like
Okay, so
it's heavily scarred. You're not sure if people are alive in there or not. You don't know. What you do know is that uncolored part closer around the town square. It's fucked.
It's what?
It's fucked.
This one's burned. This is charred. This is untouched.
Now this is lightly scorched.
And this is untouched here.
This is
Okay.
untouched.
where
like
the strat came, that's the center of hell.
where it seems actually more like this would be like the center of it, yeah. Actually, when thinking about it, this is a wrong drawing.
It should spread in a circular manner.
Unless there are winds, but yeah.
Yeah, but like from what I remember, I said this was the starting point of the fire.
Oh,
So
Yes.
that would mean that would be the devastated area. And then this would be more the scorched area. The problem with what you're hoping for is that there's not like a lot of buildings to spread the fire around the Reformation Center. So this would probably be more of an accurate type of.
Yeah.
So it means like even the inn has suffered damages. Blinsky's is roughly damaged, and so on.
Shall we go visit our alchemist? Maybe stay there.
You assume for the better part of this that well over 1,000 people are going to have something to do in the morning.
Well, we could stay in the inn. We could visit our burgomaster and sleep in his house. I mean, we're gonna get to at least sleep there.
Let's sleep in the inn. Let's not fuck around.
Okay. Well,
If we
let's pass by the inn if it's not possible to be used. Maybe it's to burn down. We can
It's
go up to the alchemist.
I mean, it's not burned down. You just see that it's unlike other buildings. It's a stone building for the most part. So what has caught fire is like the wooden parts of it.
Okay.
The inn is surprisingly sturdy in that regard.
Let's rest in the inn then.
Also, like a
Yeah.
lot of the noble houses made of anything other than wood are also better off than the rest. So any like more high-end building is safe because of the stone. But like
Okay,
any house of wood, it has compromised structural integrity, so to say.
okay, we can stay in the inn in the safe room of the innkeeper if it's not occupied. You know, man is the one from the
Yeah,
swing.
I know.
So even if somebody comes to the inn looking for whatever guards may be, we should be safe there.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yep, agree.
Where you go?
To the inn.
All right. Do you break in on the upper floor or the ground floor?
Is the upper floor damaged too much?
Hard to say. I mean, you can't get into the building.
Is the staircase from wood or from stone?
That would be wood.
The outer one as well,
The outer one is of wood. Yeah.
and the inner one that was inside the building.
You break in to see.
Is it locked?
The
Good.
entire building is locked.
I mean, didn't the door burn down or something?
Yeah, but you still need to break down the door.
Oh,
Like, I'm not
I'm
saying it's burnt down. I'm saying it's scorched. Like there's burn marks and stuff, and but like I'm not saying the fire necessarily spread inside. Just like the exterior is marked by fire. Am I not making sense here?
yeah, you're making
Yeah,
sense.
yeah,
I'm just being carried by money, so I can't really break anything down. I'm fairly cautious.
Okay, let's break in the door.
I'm just talking
we
into
can
the
go in
air.
the
Main
stables.
floor, upper floor, stables.
Yeah, let's try to go into the stables then.
All right. Yeah, you kick open the. It would be locked. Yeah.
The stable door?
I'm curious, are there any horses inside?
They're rare.
But not at the time.
Make a medicine check.
Medicine.
You see burn horse meat.
You see horses on the ground.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Can I say kebab?
You already did?
I'm breaking down the door.
Okay. I mean, I thought you already did that and went inside. Sorry. My bad. Sure. You break in the door. You go in. You see horses. You check them. They seem to be underground.
Are they burned or are they like dead from something else?
I mean, they don't seem to be very alive.
But what seems to be the cause of death?
There
Does it
doesn't seem to be
matter?
any scorch marks on them either. From what you can see, their tongues are just like idly hanging out.
Maybe they suffocated inside.
Make an intelligence check for me, actually.
Help
Yeah.
him.
Probably a vampire came and ate them. One of the things that you realize with the stables is that it's a fairly secure building, probably to ensure that people don't steal the horses or whatever is in there. Because from what you also know, there's a couple of entrances into the inn. Not only the secret entrance that you used into directly into the bedrooms, but also the one into behind the kitchen areas. So it's a very closed, very locked up place. You see, there's like holes in the ceiling, uh, not entirely up at the ceiling, but like along the walls where there's like thin wood. You get the sense that fire probably spread into here, and the amount of smoke has just literally suffocated the horses.
Okay.
It became like a very sealed place where the hole was not large enough to contain the toxic fumes.
Or rather to expose them, or whatever the term is.
Horses
Okay, I whisper in Manice's ear, bar the doors and let's sleep.
I shall do that.
I'm like his little angel, like whispering in his ear.
Okay. Azam, you probably want to tell them that they should wait a bit and air out stuff.
Yeah. Wait a bit. If those horses died from smoke thing, and it's because the smoke didn't have any place to go, so just wait a bit before you go. Come in, as you wouldn't want to sleep with the horses forever.
Fair enough.
So you do that. You bar the doors. You are now staying inside with 2 dead horses.
Yay.
I also tell many those horses will start to stink in 8 hours.
Not that fast. I'm I know enough about medicine to like know that they're not gonna digest so fast. Decompose, sorry. Or am I wrong?
No, I don't think they start to stink in
Not that
such a,
fast, no.
so fast. Yeah.
Fairly sure it would take a couple of days to be
And
destroyed.
let's face it, they're smoked, so this even further slows the process down.
They're not touched by the fire.
Yeah, but
No, but
they're
they're
smoked.
literally smoked. Like, what do
Yeah.
you do
Yeah,
to
but
meat
the
when you
smoke
smoke it? Like jerky.
it's not on the intestines, because the smell comes from the accumulation of gases in the intestines, and that has nothing to do with the smoke.
Not necessarily.
It should be
But
fine for 8 hours. We don't want
Yeah.
to make
yeah,
this our home here.
and I asked Rardar if he can put like a safe area like he had before.
An alarm.
Yeah.
Not an alarm. He had the
No, he
thing
had a
that
safe area.
no
Yeah,
one
the one.
can enter inside.
Oh yeah,
The
he does.
tiny hut, yeah, he can do that. He can do both.
Then even better, so we can actually sleep and
Rest
he did,
properly.
so he did take the tiny hut. Oh,
yeah,
so
you
that's the
used
spell.
it.
Yeah, I thought it's a different spell, but I was thinking whether he should take the tiny hut or not.
He has. I can tell you what spells he has if you choose duplicates. Shouldn't be a problem. Yeah.
Okay.
11 and a half hours remaining.
By the way, the atmosphere inside the space is comfortable and dry, regardless of the weather outside.
Yeah, it will block rain.
And I'm guessing
Smoke.
the smoke as well. Since it's comfortable.
Yeah, but I'm not entirely sure if it blocks gases. I know it doesn't block dragon's breath because it's a magical effect.
Oh, spells and other magical effects can't extend to the dome of the.
No, it's a natural magical effect. So I know there's like sage advice that dragon's breath can pass through.
Ooh, what the hell, man!
But
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's not like the sting that someone's telling us about. Probably not gonna be that much anyway.
I don't. No, I wouldn't. Probably the toxic fumes won't kill you during the night, and if it does, you'll be sleeping anyway, so you won't notice. Just like carbon monoxide poisoning would.
So
Yeah.
it's actually in the middle of the night at the moment. It was evening when everything started at the thing.
8 o'clock or so, yeah.
8 p.m. Okay, good.
Okay, so we're going to sleep, right? So can I put my luck points and third slot back?
I don't know. Where are you going to sleep?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, then you go to sleep.
It's not sleep. I just like die on whatever haystack there is. Like I just pass out on it.
Regain hit points, half your hit dice. Class
Rounded down.
abilities, spells, and the like.
So hit points, how much do we regain?
Oh,
All, okay.
yes, and 2 hit dice.
Perfect.
And everyone's getting their pursuits back.
Yuan, also being a stable, would I find something that I can work for a couple of minutes to create a new lockpick?
Metal wire? No, you would have to go to a metal store for that.
Won't I find something related to the things you put on the horse that have wires in them?
Not a thin metal wire, no. Horseshoes are literally metal shoes being nailed into the hooves.
No, I'm not talking about horseshoes. I'm talking about the whole thing that you put on top of a horse to guide him when you're riding. Wouldn't
like
that have...
bridles are not metal wires.
No? Okay.
I mean, I'm guessing you're talking about bridles or stirrups and the saddle, right?
Yes,
those are
and
those
stuff
are
that you put in
primarily
the horse's mouth, because I know that is metal with some things in it.
Most of it is primarily leather. I mean, you don't want metal digging into the flesh of the horse as you're pulling it back.
Okay. I was thinking maybe a small nail or something could be found.
Like, you would need thin wire. I'm telling you, a nail will not cut it. You need something that is bendable, like wire, and also strong enough metallic to be able to twist them into the shapes you need.
Okay.
So a nail is too rigid to be able to be bent.
Okay.
I mean, do you know? Do you understand? Have you ever seen lock picking happening from the inside?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know how it's supposed to be done. You need something that's flexible enough to be bent.
Yeah. Okay then, just sleep.
All right.
No level ups, I'm guessing. So for them,
I mean, no one has finished Valaki yet.
Valaki is finished too, and either we die or we bring the Burgermaster head, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that is.
there are two ways. Like we either bring our heads in his head or only his head.
Yeah.
Either way, someone dies.
Yes.
Okay. Next time, same Monday, same time.
No, we're not playing anymore.
I don't know. I'm asking.
Like I'm saying, the charge or an attack or a hostile movement towards the Reformation Center will be the end of the session. You still have 30 minutes to scout,
Yeah, exactly.
get stuff in the morning if you need to get stuff.
Some gold coins.
Where the fuck is your rapier anyway?
Whose rapier?
He lost it.
Alphonse.
He threw it in this house here.
Yeah.
So you get it, pick it
What
up.
rapier?
Your sword.
I have my rapier. I lost my
Oh.
short sword.
Oh,
How many weapons do you carry, man?
A lot.
A lot.
Wait, didn't you lose your short crossbow?
short bow was the one you
Yes.
lost.
Oh, that's short. Fuck. I'm completely blind.
You said
I-
short sword.
Yeah, I saw that was written. I'm sorry.
Okay, short bow then.
Yeah, short bow.
You threw it here, I think.
As you wake up, you have little over 3 hours to go.
Oh, we can also visit the shop to get you. How much time does he take to make a lockpick?
I can get the ingredients and make the lockpick after.
I mean,
Or
while we are scouting out the gallows, we can pass by this shop and like get you a wire.
yeah, we can do that. How
I mean-
long will it take me to make a lockpick, Yuan?
Less than a minute.
Okay, so we can do that. And
Yeah, it might be useful to get inside this shit.
yeah, I like to. So let's say we're going there, Menace.
So let me see on the map.
Yeah.
Just a second. So this would be 15 minutes. Then another 15 to get around here, like look at the state of the fort and pick you up a nice thing. So 40 minutes.
Okay.
Get your bow, get some gold, get the lockpick, and then how do we find?
Well,
a good spot?
on our road, anywhere we're going, we can keep an eye open or ask people what if they heard anything about the burgermaster, if he survived, if stuff like that.
Yep. And I'll be like keeping my eyes open about the state of the gallows as we pass by.
Draw the first stage of your journey.
Shall I or someone else?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Be confident in your plan. We only die once.
And as we pass by, I mean, we're not gonna pass like close to the gate. We're gonna pass as far away from it as possible on the street. If it's blocked, we're gonna. If we come here and we see it's blocked, we might like go between houses.
Okay.
Also, as I said, keep an ear out for burgermaster related news and maybe us.
Okay. First of all, it's about to be dawn, so there's no one really up and about in the streets.
Okay.
Can you withdraw your drawings?
Yes, please.
As you get here, you do see there's a lot of lighting around the Reformation Center building, as if they're put on lamps to see things. There are a couple of bodies roughly there.
You mean dead bodies?
Yes.
Guard bodies or commoners?
Someone that has been impaled by a large bolt.
Bolt?
Okay, so there is a ballista
Roughly-
somewhere there.
Roughly the size of
Ballista
a
bolt,
meter
dudes.
or
Ballista
so.
bolt.
Yes, someone. There is a ballista that's range ends there. Okay, so
No, there's a ballista that at least reaches there.
So they are looking at people. there. And
They're shooting at people.
So are the bodies commoners?
Seems to. Yeah, I mean, you don't know what's what, but seems like someone that. They seem to have been moving up that street.
Okay, so they shoot at anyone getting close, apparently. So this thing is the building here?
Yes.
Okay, we should assume that this is not a safe area.
At least from what you see in this direction.
Yeah, something like that. It's probably not a safe area to cross. Maybe it's about the entrance of that shop. But if we go around the buildings, they cannot shoot at us. Like from here.
As you're continuing, doesn't seem to be any dead bodies down that street, but you don't see anyone either.
No bodies here?
No, you don't see anyone in this vicinity.
Okay, so here there is no bodies.
Yeah, from what you can see.
Okay.
And then,
Can we like make a more deterministic look at it? I mean, not just passive.
sure. How close would you want to go?
Well, like here, just to see across the what's the thing called? Across the corner.
In line of sight of the building?
Possibly not. Just to see on the corner of the street, like peeking. I don't think there are such snipers.
No. Just let me. What's your AC?
15, but can they shoot me? Like, I mean, can they hit me?
We're about to find out.
Shouldn't I roll an acrobatic or something? I mean,
You have 15 AC?
yes.
10 to hit?
10 to hit or 10 damage?
No, 10 to hit.
Uh,
You're at the maximum range, meaning they roll with disadvantage within a certain beyond a certain range.
okay, yes. No, it doesn't hit, luckily. I jump away from this boat.
Would you say you would be inside in the middle of the street or closer towards
No.
one of the
On
walls?
the corner of the street, like peeking my head out.
All right. Imagine something metallic, roughly 1 meter long, smashes through the corner and penetrates both walls of the building you're peeking out of, narrowly missing you.
Through
As
both
you
walls.
as you look behind you, the one bolt has gone through one wall, passed through the gap between the corner, and then through the second wall, and is now sticking out of both walls.
Oh, man. I jump
You,
back.
with your passive perception, you can see someone slowly starting to grab something and put something somewhere.
Reloading, probably. I jump away back into this area.
Okay. This building is not tall enough to give you cover from the third floor roof.
Oops, I deleted the token of the party by mistake.
That's fine.
We are all dead.
I just wanted to draw a new circle.
So you're in the unfortunate situation where the top tower is pretty. It has a good vantage point of the area.
Indeed. Okay, let's rush down. Like, can we pick a higher pace, like to move faster to
I mean,
get to the?
you're the one that wastes time, so ask yourself.
I wouldn't assume that took more than a minute.
It didn't take more than 10 seconds.
Yeah.
But I
So-
mean, if you had been hit by it, it would have taken more than 10 seconds.
Indeed. It's okay. So we just move down the road as we go.
Sure.
Next to the. Can we move through the houses here to reach the?
Yeah.
I'm assuming the door is still open. The front door.
Broken.
Shall we go inside, boys?
Well, that's what you took us here.
Yeah.
Okay, so can we just say that we just enter as a group, pick up all the equipment that some threw away, maybe the gold coins.
Just one thing.
What did you say, Hassan?
I just threw one thing down, not all of them. But you're assuming they are still there and the vampires are not.
I don't fear 2 vampire spawns. I fear 6 though.
It was a busy night.
It was what?
A busy night.
Yes, it was. Let's just move as a group.
Okay,
That way, nothing should surprise us.
you first. I'll follow.
Why me first? It should be Manny's first.
I'll go first, fine.
Come on. I clink on his plate armor. You're well equipped.
I go in.
Okay.
I follow.
Follow closely.
It's the same place you've been to.
Just let's rush on the upper floor and leave here as soon as possible.
Doing so.
Okay.
In and out as fast as possible.
Okay. You rush up. Both doors seems to be locked, just like they were when you were here.
Left or locked?
Locked.
Both are shut.
I open this door.
Actually, that one would have been open. Never mind.
Yeah.
Ah, there's a dead corpse in front of you.
A dead corpse? What the fuck?
Heimlich.
But we threw him through the window.
No.
We
He was
didn't?
thrown in to where the vampires were.
I like that
Ah.
Pete's token was left here.
Nah, he wasn't left there, but that's where I put him since there was only 4 vertical.
Ah, okay, I see. Okay. I grabbed the bag of gold and
The gems.
Gems.
Sure. Do you remember the values, or shall I repeat them?
I don't remember the values.
Yeah, fucksies. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay.
It was 1 diamond, 1 ruby, 1. Yeah, we need to keep the gems monies listed as items.
So that was the rewards. Put back the short bow, Assam. You'll find that one.
I'm
Thank
going
you.
to write them in my inventory. 1 diamond.
They have different values though, so make sure you write them on a value as well.
Yeah. So it's
There are
100.
more expensive diamonds around.
You can even write the value in front of the thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
It's a small diamond, but an expensive one nonetheless.
So shall we split the gold or you want to keep
After.
the... Okay.
But yes, I don't think we should sell the gems. I think we should keep them as gems.
Yeah, they can be bargained for better goods. Because items... I mean, items cost more, but if you have something of value, it can cost less to exchange.
Remember to remove temporary hit points, by the way?
Yes. We are what, 5 people?
Yes.
Yes.
So 10 gold each. Take that
60
first.
gold each. 60 silver, sorry.
Okay, let's start with the silver then. Okay, 60 silver each.
Silver, it's SP. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
Then it's 50, 53.
yeah, it's
50.
10 gold each
Okay, 10 gold
and
each.
22 EP each with a floating one.
You keep that one. Nice.
Wait.
You get 24.
It's yeah, one person gets 24.
You get 24. Let's say.
Okay.
Did you write that down in Radar's
Yes.
inventory?
Oh, yeah, rather no.
Ian?
Yes, I have added it to both Pete and Rather.
Thanks,
Awesome.
thanks.
Thank you.
So-
60 silver, 22 Ethereum, and 10 gold, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Alright. And the magical sword?
And the what now?
And the what now?
And the what now?
And the who?
And the where now?
Did we hear a magical sword?
You didn't see it there.
There was definitely a speak of a magical sword.
What? Would I ever put loot in a haunted place just to get the loot horse discussing who gets the sword?
Of course. Let's grab the sword. What sword is it? I think Assam should get the sword.
I think he was joking, mate.
I don't think he was.
Let's just say that if there was a hunter here, it would be loot spec.
See my point?
Nah, there's no magical sword here.
Ah, goddammit.
But I look at Lucian and say, you still owe me for the armor I bought you.
How much?
I have no idea.
Come on, we are one party. You owe
let's-
me for knocking me out in the church.
Yuan, let's not spend more time in this house than we actually need to. Let's do a set of investigation checks to check out the rest of the house and see if there's anything of interest or valuable. If not. If yes, deal with it. If not, just go over there. Because I really don't think there's any
Point
Okay.
here.
lore related reasons to keep standing in this particular house.
Okay, so are you investigating the house?
Yeah, doing a short investigation to check the rooms, see if there's anyone there, but not in depth. We'll spend 2 hours here.
Manis, let's just go. I mean, we took what we came here for. Let's not.
I can do a couple of investigation rolls with guidance from Lucian and finish with it.
You
if you want.
I mean, you still did that on the rooms. The only thing you didn't manage to check was the large equipment storage room where the
Vampires.
boxes with the vampires were.
Okay, can we check that now quickly?
Sure. How many hours do you want to spend on that?
10 minutes.
Then, okay. Click 2 squares where you want to check.
I'm
Ah,
not
okay.
seeing anything.
No, as I said, I just want to check like if there's any vampire spawns into the house. We're not
Alright,
checking
you-
for valuables.
Okay, you can open all the doors and check under the bed, check in the cupboards, and open the boxes and see. That's what you and the coffins, of course. Of course, the coffins.
And what if there are vampires here? Do we really want to fight them?
No, actually, I don't. Let's go out. Let's just fucking
Yes,
get the
let's
fuck
just
out of here.
get
It's
out of
like
here,
the
please.
realization. Wait, are we looking for vampires while we have to kill something else?
Yeah, let's not make this shit harder than it is.
You
Yes,
have 3
let's-
hours to get into the Baron's fortress, and we are looking for vampires in a random house.
Yes.
How do we
Hey.
sneak into the Oh, I know how do we sneak into the Baron's fortress.
Oh, let's share this on the way to the Baron's house. Fortress, sorry.
No. You said it well first. Let's go to the Baron's house. I think there might be a secret passage from his house to the fortress.
But they were escorting him on foot.
Yeah, if it was a
Were
secret
they?
passage.
Yes,
Yes.
there was a stockade of people. If you remember, like I'll draw it. If you remember, there were blockades here as he was. They were retreating him to the gallows.
It's what you saw on your way to the coffin maker's store the first time.
Okay, while they're discussing that,
Okay.
can we go towards the weaponsmith so I can get my thingies?
You
Yeah,
can
that's
certainly try.
Okay.
Okay, go through the houses, like avoid line of sight with the main building.
Something like this.
Yeah, you still have to get out in the open to get to the weapon store. It's also not open yet.
It's not gonna be open with this ballista shooting at every person that's trying to get close.
I mean, as a group, it's
It's hard to
going
miss
to
us.
be risky.
Can I
So-
go solo?
Sure.
Go for it, mate.
It's nice
Make
knowing you
a-
guys.
Make a stealth check for me, Asal.
Oh, guidance scheme.
he's a rogue.
Okay.
He should be good at that.
Yeah, that was too slow to say it.
What did you say, Yuan?
Nothing. I'm just gonna roll something. Okay. You head towards the store. Where the fuck is the map? Where the fuck is the map? Where the fuck is the map? There's the map. Yay!
I think the door was around here somewhere.
There is a door there.
Wait, you guys are saying something?
Yes.
No, it's only a sum.
Ah, okay.
So
We see the black shield.
he's on the map. You're not.
Okay, I'm knocking at the door.
All right.
Any answers?
Nope.
Any wires around here without entering, like on the ground somewhere?
There's like a smithy and a forge somewhere, but like north of you, so you could check that out if you roll an investigation check.
Door. Investigation.
Hard to say. Might be in some of the crates. You don't see anything immediately lying around. Depends on how long you want to stay in church.
No, I want to go inside. Did I get any answer?
No.
Can I try to see if the door is open?
Yeah, sure. You try. It's locked.
It's locked.
Yes.
The dilemma, how do you lockpick the door to get a lockpick inside?
Yes. Then I look at the crates to see if there's something, but I don't want to spend more than 5 minutes on this thing.
Okay, roll another investigation check. Okay. In the bottom crate there, you find a spool of what seems to be metallic wire.
Can I know how much that would cost? A piece of it? For me to-
You have no idea about that.
Okay, I'm gonna take a piece of wire that would be enough for me to make.
Do you take the spool or do you take a piece of it?
I would like to take a couple of, piece of it, enough to make a couple of lockpicks out of it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna leave one gold coin instead.
It's an expensive wire.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm removing one gold coin. Done. And I'm gonna leave to meet the rest.
Sure.
That's it for me. I'm creating the lockpick out of the wire as I'm twiddling my hands, moving. How do I put that wire in my inventory?
Just right lockpick. How many lockpicks worth did you take, you feel?
Something for between 10 and 15 lockpicks.
10 and 15 lockpicks.
I
Alright.
I'm not sure how much a lockpick can withstand two
Like
breaks or.
how like um
Oh, let me put it like this: every time I played Skyrim, I broke the lockpicks on the first try.
let's say you got enough for 3.
Okay, first three.
If you only want to steal a little bit, you do it for 3.
Okay, lockpick 3.
All right. So you're making them as you're like walking away.
Yes.
What? Just checking to see if the guard sees you while they're not paying attention. Uh-huh. Does a 15 hit your armor class?
My armor class is 15.
Yeah, okay.
So did fuck.
As you're walking away from the store, you forget, you're so focused on twirling and twinning this lockpick that the first thing you notice is a sharp pain as something smashes into the side of your hip. Uh, the next thing you hear is a horn. You take 18 damage as you
Already.
struck in the side by a ballista bolt. You get the sense that some of the guards in the perimeter are now paying attention.
I rejoined the others with a gushing wound on my.
I hide as much as possible. Right as I see this happening.
I'm also gonna be fair with you. You're going to break into a fortress. There's no luck picking your way in there. Just saying.
Yeah, this was just in case we need to do some lockpicking.
You probably would have just been better off smashing down doors rather than stealthing in. There is no way to stealth into a heavily guarded jail fortress.
The illusion, it was all your fault. You put me to it.
You forgot to stealth. You are walking on the street making lockpicks.
Anyway, no one's coming around to chase you,
Okay.
but you do see that there are movement around the perimeter.
Do we like me and Manis and the rest are still hidden away, right? They didn't spot us.
I mean, considering he's running towards you, no. They
Not
know the
yet.
general direction where they're paying attention at least.
Mm-hmm. Oh, let's back a little bit. So, what's the state of this? Is this a wall or something? How high it is? Things like that.
It's an incline.
You mean like
Moat.
a hill? Like a hill?
Yeah.
Mold is the thing that's full with water. Manis, I think.
No, it's not a mount, an incline.
So it's like a hill thingy.
Yes.
Is there any wall actually there?
I mean, from what you remember, you would never remember this because you haven't really seen it from the outside.
Oh, we checked from this part here, like from
Yes,
this
but you
corner.
haven't been up close to it. Manis
Yes.
and Assam and Benjen and Rarther would know there is no fencing towards the main doors but that leads into the courtroom, which has metallic bars separating two parts of the room. All the other parts of the building has metallic fences with patrolling guards on the outside. So there might be several entry points, but they're either behind like a barred entryway on the front, or behind a fence, a patrolled fence around the sides. All directions covered by the top tower.
I don't think going through the front gate into the courtyard of the courthouse is a good idea. I think that's a good and sure way of getting yourself in a crossfire.
We should distract them with some kind of illusion in a different direction and attack from
You also know there's multiple ballistas if they can shoot from different angles. That's one of the things that you would realize, because one ballista cannot shoot in this direction and cover that direction at the same time, unless it's like right on top of everything. So there's probably multiples of them. That also means you don't know the effective range of a ballista, but you can assure it is about at least 400 feet.
yes, and it hurts like hell. Did Sam manage to rejoin us?
He limps, crawls, bleeding profusely with a chunk of his side blown apart.
Can we heal him?
That's up to you.
I say we heal him.
I
The
would...
question you wanted to ask, but you're afraid was, should we heal him?
I
Yes,
don't
we should.
think there is any good way to heal damage like to
Leon hands.
still it's okay. You can use 5, like let's say, or but it should be safe to get people up in battle.
I'm saying Benjen is not gonna heal him.
No.
Benjen is not here.
Yeah.
No, but Yuan is playing him, so
And I'm also saying that Benjen would have the understanding to know that charging a fortified place is only half the issue. You still have to like storm the fortress.
well, that's also true.
Like, to say this in a particularly simplistical way so everyone understands this, you don't have to get to the fortress. You have to break into the fortress, meaning it's probably a lot of death that's going to happen. And if you get pelted down by ballistas, you're gonna get fucked.
Yeah, we need to figure out a way to get past the ballistas without being shot to death.
So realistically, you woke up when there was 3.5 hours.
At least 40 minutes passed since we woke up.
I would say you're getting closer to 2.5 since you also spent some time inside the house. I would say all of this, searching this twice, searching this, going through things at least, getting there, doing your entire scouting stuff there, and then having some slowly limp back. Yeah, I would say we're approaching an hour soon. Oh, I mean, 2.5 hours to storm the building.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't like our odds.
But I mean, Strahd might just be messing with you. He wouldn't kill you, would he?
Hi. Have you met our luck?
Maybe he's trying to go for a deal. Kill 2 Lucians for the price of 1.
I have no idea what we should do.
That's
No,
a very interesting question.
it's actually kind of obvious what we should do. It's how we approach it.
Yep.
That's what I
Yep.
meant.
Oh.
We have to somehow trick them into not shooting us while we get in close enough that they can no longer shoot us.
I mean, if you look at it from the guards' perspective, they know their boss is literally being called out to be killed. They know they sent about 30 guards and their commander to try to stop Strahd, and they never came back. Yeah. Most of the town started burning. There were like a lightning show in the distance that seemed to be striking the second highest building in town, the church. Um, there's probably going to be high activity.
Yeah, that
around
makes
that.
sense.
There is no way in hell they don't have battle alert status at the moment. Like some are probably kept in like resting, but yeah,
How many ballistas can we see that can be aimed in each direction?
you don't know. You never stop to check that from a safe
Don't
distance.
we see the tower from here?
Yeah.
Can we check that? I mean, if they can shoot us, I think we're close enough to see the ballistas.
I mean, you just see a tower where something came from. 200 feet? Make a perception check.
Coming right up.
I'll help him.
You manage, you see one ballista. Dushin, you think you see two ballistas.
Two ballistas pointing in our direction, or
No, you see two ballistas.
in total? Okay. So if we trick them like a ballista is not something you can easily reload. So if we trick them into shooting a few arrows, we can make a run for it. Sadly, Assam already took one bolt, which could have been used to get closer.
I can make an illusion.
Like if we do a few hops, like if we approach from, can I just use the drawing?
How often can you do that illusion?
It's a cantrip for prestidigitation.
Okay. Yeah,
But,
we can bait fire the ballistas into shooting illusions of us moving
But
from cover.
It's not a full illusion. It's
Prestidigitation doesn't create illusions either.
it's a harmless sensory effect, like shower of. Let me read.
It does not create an illusion.
Don't you have the minor illusion thing or something like that?
The minor illusion doesn't move.
I mean, wasn't there a spell called minor illusion or something like that?
Yes, but the minor illusion doesn't move.
Okay.
If you're guarding an area and suddenly someone appears in the middle of nowhere out in the open so you can see them, but they don't move, what would you automatically do? Shoot?
Yes, but I mean, how many bows can they? How long does it take to run 600 feet? It's like what, 100 meters or 200 meters?
Your maximum movement per turn is 60, so.
Oh, okay, so we'll be like in combat mode. But they cannot possibly be able to reload the ballista in 6 seconds.
That depends on how many people there are up there.
And also, ballista will not be able to shoot if you get close enough to it. It has a minimum
Yes.
range.
If we are here, like below the thing, it would be safe. But the question is, like, safe from the ballista, but there will be 100 guards. Question is, how do we avoid the ballista shots?
And I'm not yet convinced you can make the fence or whatever that hill is. What's behind it, actually?
I mean,
There
you can
is
climb
nothing.
up the hill, but it's going to be uphill, so it will impair movement. The only way to not have delayed movement is to go up the main route.
Which is
That one.
Okay. And yeah, there were a lot of bodies there. They probably have 5 ballistas pointing there. Can we actually like keep going around to see if there are any spots that can be covered only by one ballista?
Time.
I mean, you can spend your time doing all you want.
Look, as far as I see it, the only feasible way is coming from this area and going this way. Try to hide and stealth as much as you can around the building. And if we get spotted, the first thing we do is pop an illusion next to the corner, not like in the middle of the road, in order to bait the ballista, and then we make a run for it after that. That's the only thing I can see. I can think it's going to work.
There is one spot there that we can also use to hide, I guess. Is that a building?
One
Uh,
question: that tower, is it wood or stone? I should be able. We should be able to see that from where we are, right?
like the ballista tower fortification place?
Yeah.
Or do you mean the entire Reformation Center?
The ballista tower thingy.
I mean, it's built like a fortress, so it's literally made out of stone.
And how high can Radar levitate something? Let's say a barrel of oil.
I like how he's thinking.
Radar is going to say, fuck you. Get close yourself if you want to do that.
Where are we gonna find a barrel of oil in 2 hours?
Well, like, first of all, you know that Levitate has a weight limit. You also know that Levitate isn't like he can magically levitate something from like 50, like 1,000 feet away. It has a range of 60 feet, so he has to get close to 60 feet.
From
Which
where he
means-
wants to land it.
Yeah. And there's
Yeah,
no
but-
fucking way in hell he's going to charge in to do that. He'll
No,
tell you straight away.
you or Radar misunderstood me. I just want to know how high can an object be levitated? Because if you levitate an object and you push it, even after it gets out of the levitate area, it will start falling but continues the movement. So
He
It
did reply,
takes-
60 yards.
60 feet and you need something strong enough to push a barrel full of liquid.
which I don't know what it is.
Like,
Let's just assume this is not an option.
Barrel of oil, weight 300 pounds. You need something strong enough to push 300 pounds.
Yeah, that's not an option.
plus I don't think, like, the whole
It's
bolting
about
thing,
136 kilos worth of weight.
and if you wanted to throw it, like, with a bolt, like, in order to fall with in a circular radius, 60 yards high, throwing it from 60 yards up high, I don't think would be enough for that weight.
It wouldn't. I didn't know the range. That's why I asked.
Alright.
It's the same range, just upstairs, right? Like in a vertical line towards the sky.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think we can go, like, finish the session here. We can figure out a way to get inside during the week.
Again, I don't see anything else than going around from here and then hiding here, and then maybe if we manage to stealth up to here and then charge from here. But even that's a stretch.
You have 2 hours and 20 minutes until you have to be at the town square with the Burgomaster said.
Wasn't it 3 hours?
It was
Okay, yeah.
2.5 hours until you spent 10 minutes like looking at the building and trying to come up with levitate plans for the past 15-20 minutes.
Yeah, I guess we should have said it's out of character. Haha. Any
Yeah,
case,
but even if you did, I wouldn't have allowed that much out of character.
yes.
That's just way too long.
So we'll have to take it offline and we'll have to figure something out. Manis, I agree with you mostly. I mean, we need to bait a few shots and just run for it.
Like if I had a map of the place, if I could figure out a clear picture of how the thing looks, of the actual building, I mean, then maybe I would be able to formulate a better plan. But given the information I have right now, this is the best I can go with. It's obvious
We-
that going through the middle door is not an option. It's also obvious that
We
anything.
don't have time to go to other places. Like what Yun is trying to say is like we need 20 minutes to get back to the Times Square with his head. We have 2 hours to get inside, kill him, and get outside.
I mean, literally, just sprinting at like a world record pace, you need about a minute or so just to get from the building to the town square, assuming he's in there.
Look, let me put it this way. If at the end of the 2 hours and 20 minutes we have one head in our position, I think we can manage living from there, even if we don't end up being on time on the square.
Yeah, but we have a lot of fighting to do inside, so we should probably use your approach, like go from the east and try to use the cover. Well, last question, you didn't answer. Are these actual buildings that we can use for cover, or are they just map things?
This one is.
The big one.
This is a two-story store, like a two-floor building, like ground floor and second floor.
Okay.
This one is more of
Outhouse.
like one level. You get the sense that from this area, there's not a lot of high buildings. Why do you think that is?
They are keeping it that way, so they
They're
can shoot.
keeping it clear so the ballistas is a defensible position.
Yep.
And like literally, there is it's intended in terms of town design.
By the way, man, this is the shortest distance thing as well. Like this is the equivalent, of course.
Well, yeah, but
That's
that's
an option.
the thing why I'm suggesting going up from the north. There's two reasons. Why? One, if we go to the south, we have all this killing floor, right? All this space, which is like open, up with an incline and nothing to protect you. It's a shorter way in this area for the same how I said killing floor.
Okay.
Yuan, just a quick question. What hour is it in the game time now?
It says on the map.
No,
Oh,
not
hour.
Yes, hour. I'm
About
trying to see if the sun is rising.
Oh. Oh. I mean, is it about to be dawn? Yes.
Okay.
I'm also hoping that coming from this side, at least some will be able to roll a decent stealth check and get out of the archer/ballista's fire.
I'm also gonna be fair to you. If there's nothing to hide behind, stealth does fuck all. He can't hide if there's nothing to hide behind.
And there's nothing to hide here.
Yeah.
This at least there's something here to work with.
Yeah. Manis, we're gonna go that way.
But
Yuan,
yeah. he still has to cover about 150 feet of movement.
Yep.
Is the distance from that house 150 feet to the ballistas?
To the building, I'm not saying to the ballistas.
Okay, how they're
Also,
higher, right?
Like, I also have to point out, the ballistas is like not at the ground level.
Yeah, they're in the. How high is this building actually?
Probably to the top, 10 meters.
That's like 4
So,
floors.
40 feet. 40 feet.
So it's somewhere between 20 and 30 feet.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but do keep in mind, the higher it is, the further away the minimum point is. Right, like the further it is, the higher the barista is. There's the moment in which the depression of it will reach. We will have a higher, a larger blind side.
Which is why I'm also telling you that there are fences around the sides of the building, and they are patrolled.
Yep.
So,
The fences are like metal or wood?
metal,
Around the actual building?
most of the building, yeah. The only part that isn't is the
You
front.
mean like
But-
this? Like close to the building, or?
Yeah.
I will keep this here to remind us for that.
Like, it's also a prison, so there's actually fences to prevent people from escaping or breaking in.
Where is the actual entrance in this of this fort?
It would be on the south side.
So there, okay.
Which also means, like, there is no fence to that area. But while passing through the main doors, you know that you get into the courtroom, and the courtroom is split in two. It's barred between the two parts of that room. There's the one public viewing gallery, and then there's the place where you were sat, like when you were being judged, and that is between the audience place and the law part. There's a very thick fence of bars splitting those two parts. So, like, there's still a fence on that side as well. It's just inside the building.
Okay, well, we'll have to figure it out during the week and come up with a plan.
Good luck with that.
So is the X where I put X the actual entrance of the building? And I'm guessing that the rest of the building is, if it's a prison, it has high walls or like no windows that can be used to enter.
Shame that you were arrested and could never scout it.
No, I mean we were like, okay, I can ask Manis for that information.
For what?
Are there any like apart from the main entrance of this building? Is there any way to get inside the building?
I think that I do remember there was a door between where the Bourgeois Master was and the rest of the pleb was. But it
When you
wasn't.
were entering the building, like we need to enter the building. So apart from the main entrance, were there any windows, or was it like is the
Everything
walls
was barred.
scalable?
Like every window and every door, everything was barred. That I do remember. I do remember that coming from this area, we didn't encounter much resistance. Like it was pretty much an open road up until the courthouse, where there were chairs and there was a big grate of metal right between where the pews, where the people were standing, and the judges and the guests, so to said, were standing, and inculpate defenders,
Yep.
whatever.
The courtroom itself was also like 2 stories.
Yeah.
So it's like a 2-story courtroom. We also realized that most of the doors there were locked. They, like, when people were coming out of the doors, they were being opened.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So you're saying that there is no way to scale the walls, Manis?
From the inside, no.
No, from the outside. I mean,
Well, from the outside, the thing is, like, if we breach the fence, I don't think we're going to have a problem getting inside where we want to be. The question is, like, we can't go around it and through the like. Let me draw. So we can't go like this, right? Like we need to find a way to enter from this area, from the guards areas.
yes, but how do we do that? I mean, that's
That
all
I
out
don't.
of
That I
character, but
don't know because I don't know the layout of the place. That's the problem
Yeah,
we're having.
I'll literally point out. Do you remember that the only people that have a visual understanding of the place has only seen one room?
yeah, that's on the inside. But
Yep.
from the outside, we've been looking at it for
They
20 minutes.
they went up the main path, and from the main path you only see the southern part, where you can see the main doors that were guarded by guards, and you could see fences around the building with guards patrolling on the inside. They haven't been to the sides of the building. They haven't been behind the building.
Ooh.
Simply because why would court viewers of a trial skulk around the heavily fortified building?
No, I was referring to us being like watching this building for like half an hour now.
You've been watching the building from one angle. You haven't been walking around.
Yeah, but that angle, do we see like any scalable place or like windows that we can bar through? Like,
I mean, are you staying there scouting?
oh, I'm assuming that we have been scouting for like 40 minutes now.
Plus, allow me to dispel that idea pretty easily. Assuming that there's going to be guards manning that ballista, at least one person. I don't think you want to scale a wall with at least one guard being able to throw shit down on you, like bricks or tar or
Honestly, like
any medieval.
I would say let's break it here because as you know is gonna just reduce our time. I was asking whether
Yeah.
like the 30 minutes we have been watching this building, we actually saw something because I don't know what have been we been doing.
Okay, okay.
But
I'll
yes,
let me answer since the question is pretty simple. From the side you look at, there are no fences along the main building on the east side, and I'll explain what I mean by that. Let me. If you can remove your. No, throw it.
yeah, I'm removing.
So, there is fencing like this, and there's fencing like this. This part does not have fencing. You know that the tower is here. So do you understand what I mean by that? From your direction,
Yes, but this
the blue parts are fence. Then the fences link onto the wall. So there are no fences there.
It's just the wall, yeah.
It's just the wall.
Are there any doors?
However, there are windows. You don't know what's in that areas, but there do seem to be. I'm just gonna double check. Let me get up the battle map because I didn't think about that. Sorry. Okay. Let me zoom in. No, you do not actually see any windows on the first floor there. You do see one window on the second floor.
Oh, great.
You also think you might be seeing what's part of a chimney or something like that on that wall.
oh, we have ropes, so
So there's only one window, but it's on the second floor. And by second floor, I mean not the ground floor, but the one above. I think you call it first floor, but I call it second floor because it's the second from the bottom, including the bottom.
Yeah, we don't include the bottom. I know what you see.
So logically speaking, that's what you do realize from looking at it. However, while you've been scouting, you've also been seeing guards looking in your general direction and pointing towards your area. They are they are very well aware that you're spying on them. I'm assuming you spent the time to look, right?
Yeah.
So, well, I rolled perception checks.
Yeah, that's not a problem because we're not approaching from that side.
Yeah, but while you've been looking at them as a group,
They've been looking at us as a group, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okey-dokey. Oh,
So, if you're charging from that direction, maybe they might expect it.
But based on what you told me right now, I actually do believe that this approach is the only one that makes any kind of sense right now.
I'll also inform you that you now see one of the ballistas seems to be pointing in the same direction as the other one, and seems to have changed places.
now we have 3 ballistas.
No, two.
Two.
But they're, instead of being in different corners, they're now facing in the same direction. next
Which
to each
is this one.
Nice.
Yes. You also get the sense that the ballistas are movable.
Movable, you said?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what he
Oh,
said.
Let me draw quickly from what you can see from the tower. Imagine you have a tower like this, right? Right?
Okay.
So there was one ballista there that Lucian saw, and Lucian saw the other one here on the bottom that also Manny saw. What has now happened is that they both seem to be there. They seem to have changed.
good for us. Good.
Yeah, I
You're
think we
not,
can use that to our advantage to some extent.
Yeah.
you're not necessarily sure when that happened. It was not obvious to you when they moved it.
Sneaky bastards.
Guys, I need to.
Yeah, let's go sleep and think about this over
Same
the...
time next Monday?
Pretty
Yes.
much, yes.
Okay.
Good.
Good night.
Thanks for the session, Yuan, and we will figure out something.
Indeed.
How to not die. You just
Yeah,
manage tank everything, tank all the shots.
Indeed. Well, thank you very much for the session. It was lovely to hear you guys again, and talk to you next week.